Taurus money. The move that stops the leaks and builds stability. If you are a Taurus and you have ever felt like your money disappears before you even have a chance to enjoy it, this is the message that could change everything for you. There is a specific move, one single shift in how you handle your finances, that has the power to stop the leaks and finally build the kind of stability you have been craving for years. And no, it is not about earning more. It is not about working harder. It is about something much deeper, something connected to how your sign naturally relates to comfort, security, and value. Right now, you might be sitting there wondering why, despite all your effort, your bank account does not reflect the work you put in. You might be feeling frustrated because you know you are responsible. You know you are not reckless. Yet somehow money still slips through. That quiet tension you feel every time you check your balance. That heaviness at the end of the month when things do not add up. That is not random. It is a pattern. And today we are going to break it apart piece by piece. I am going to walk you through 10 powerful tips that are specifically designed for the way Taurus energy works with money. Some of these will surprise you. Some will feel like someone finally put words to what you have been sensing for a long time. But all of them will give you a clear path forward. So stay with me until the very end, because the last tip ties everything together in a way you will not expect. Tip 1. Stop confusing comfort with financial safety. Here is something most Taurus people never hear, and it is the single most important financial truth your sign needs to face. You have a deep, almost instinctive connection to comfort. You love the feeling of good food on the table, a warm home, soft fabrics, reliable things. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, that desire for quality and comfort is one of your greatest strengths. But here is where the problem begins. When comfort becomes the metric by which you measure financial health, you start making decisions that feel good in the moment but slowly erode your foundation. Think about it this way. You might turn down an investment opportunity because it feels uncertain. You might avoid looking at your full financial picture because the not knowing feels more comfortable than the knowing. You might keep paying for subscriptions, memberships, or services you no longer use simply because canceling them would mean admitting something has changed. That is not safety. That is avoidance wrapped in silk. True financial safety for a Taurus does not come from how comfortable your current moment feels. It comes from knowing with absolute clarity that your future is protected. And sometimes, protecting your future means sitting with a little discomfort right now. It means having the hard conversation about where your money actually goes. It means opening that statement you have been avoiding. It means saying no to something pleasant today so you can say yes to something powerful tomorrow. The Taurus who understands this distinction is the Taurus who builds wealth that lasts. Not just money that comes and goes, but real, rooted, unshakable stability. The kind that lets you sleep deeply at night. The kind that does not depend on next month's paycheck. The kind that grows quietly, steadily, like a tree you planted years ago that is now tall enough to give you shade. So here is your first move. Sit down this week and make a brutally honest list of every expense that exists in your life purely because it is comfortable, not because it is necessary, not because it serves your future, but because it soothes your present. Look at that list without judgment. You are not a bad person for wanting comfort. But you are a wise person for recognizing the difference between comfort that heals and comfort that hides. Once you see that list clearly, you will know exactly where the leaks have been. And you will finally understand why your money has been draining, even when you thought you were being careful. This one shift in perspective, seeing comfort as separate from safety, is the foundation everything else we talk about today will be built upon. Do not rush past it. Let it land. Because what comes next will only work if this truth is firmly in place. Tip 2. Build your financial base before you build anything else. Taurus energy is the energy of the builder. You are the sign that takes raw materials and turns them into something lasting. You are patient. You are thorough. You do not cut corners. But here is the irony that trips up so many Taurus people when it comes to money. You often try to build the house before you have laid the foundation. What do I mean by that? I mean that many Taurus individuals will pour their resources into things that look and feel like progress. A nicer home, a better car, upgraded appliances, quality clothing, without first establishing the financial base that makes all of those things sustainable. You are not being irresponsible when you do this. You are being true to your nature. You see something solid and tangible, and you want to possess it. You want to hold it. You want to know it is yours. But tangible does not always mean stable. A beautiful home means nothing if the mortgage is causing you stress every single month. A reliable car loses its value when the payments are eating into your ability to save. Quality clothing does not keep you warm if your emergency fund is empty. The financial base I am talking about is not glamorous. It is not exciting. It is not something you can show off to anyone. But it is the single most important thing you can build before you build anything else. Your financial base is the cushion between you and crisis. It is the money that sits quietly in an account and does nothing except wait. It is the 3 months, then 6 months, then 12 months of living expenses that are untouched, unmoved, and completely boring. And for a Taurus, boring money is the best money. Because boring money is safe money. Boring money is money that does not ask anything of you. It does not need attention. It does not fluctuate wildly. It just sits there, growing slowly, giving you the one thing you need more than anything else: peace of mind. So before you upgrade, before you invest, before you buy anything that makes your life more beautiful, ask yourself one question. Is my base solid? If the answer is no, then you know exactly what to do next. And it might not feel thrilling. It might not feel like progress. But I promise you, as a Taurus, the moment you feel that base beneath you, the moment you know that no single event can knock you off your feet, everything changes. Your confidence grows. Your decisions improve. Your relationship with money shifts from anxiety to authority. That is the power of building from the ground up. And nobody does it better than a Taurus who has decided to do it right. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Tip 3: track every single outflow for 30 days. This tip is going to feel tedious. I know that. And if you are a Taurus, you might resist it at first because it does not feel like a big, meaningful move. Feels small. Feels like busy work. But I need you to trust me on this one, because it is the tip that reveals the truth about where your money actually goes versus where you think it goes. For the next 30 days, I want you to write down every single thing you spend money on. Every coffee, every small purchase, every subscription charge, every tip. Every time money leaves your account for any reason, no matter how small, write it down. You can use a notebook. You can use your phone. You can use a simple piece of paper on your kitchen counter. The method does not matter. What matters is that you do it consistently every single day for 30 full days. Now, here's why this works specifically for Taurus. Your sign has a tendency to think in terms of big numbers. You are aware of your rent or mortgage. You know your utility bills. You know the large expenses. And because you know those numbers, you assume you have a handle on your finances. But the leaks I am talking about, the ones that have been quietly draining your stability, those are not in the big numbers. They are in the small ones. They are in the 15 here and the 20 there and the automatic charge you forgot about 3 months ago. They are in the lunch you grabbed because you did not feel like cooking. They are in the extra items you picked up at the store because they were on sale and you told yourself you were saving money by spending it. Over the course of a month, those small amounts add up to a number that will genuinely shock you. Most people who do this exercise for the first time discover that they are spending hundreds more than they realized on things they cannot even remember buying. And for a Taurus who values security and stability above almost everything else, that realization is not just eye-opening. It is motivating. Because once you see where the money is going, you can redirect it. You can take those hundreds and move them into your financial base. You can take that daily coffee money and turn it into a monthly contribution to your future. You do not have to give up everything you enjoy. That is not what this is about. This is about awareness. This is about knowing, truly knowing, the full picture of your financial life so that you can make choices from a place of clarity instead of guessing. A Taurus who guesses about money is a Taurus who leaks money. A Taurus who knows where every single unit of currency goes is a Taurus who builds empires. 30 days. That is all I am asking. 30 days of writing it down. And when those 30 days are over, you will look at that list and you will see your financial life with more honesty and more detail than you ever have before. That is the gift of tracking. It does not lie to you. It does not make you feel better or worse. Simply shows you what is real. And from that reality, you can build something unshakable. Tip 4. Separate your money into purposes before you spend it. If there is one system that was practically designed for the Taurus mind, it is this one. And once you start using it, you will wonder how you ever managed without it. The concept is simple. Instead of having one account where all your money lives and competes for attention, you separate it into distinct purposes before you spend any of it. Think of it like rooms in a house. You do not eat dinner in the bathroom. You do not sleep in the kitchen. Each room has a purpose, and that purpose keeps the house organized and functional. Your money should work the same way. When income comes in, before you buy anything, before you pay for anything beyond your absolute essentials, divide it. One portion goes to your fixed expenses, rent, utilities, insurance, the things that must be paid. One portion goes to your financial base, your emergency savings, your safety cushion, the boring money we talked about earlier. One portion goes to your future, whether that means a retirement account, an investment, or simply a separate savings goal for something meaningful down the line. One portion goes to your daily living, food, transportation, household supplies, the things you need to function day to day. And one portion, the last one, goes to enjoyment. This is the money you can spend on comfort without guilt, because every other purpose has already been served. Now, here is the magic of this system for a Taurus specifically. Your sign craves order. You crave knowing that things are in their proper place. When your money is jumbled together in one account, there is a constant low-level anxiety running beneath the surface because you never quite know if you are spending from the right category. You never know if the coffee you just bought came from your grocery money, or your savings money, or your bill money. Everything bleeds together, and that bleeding is what creates the leaks. But when you separate your money into purposes, something remarkable happens inside your Taurus mind. You feel settled. You feel organized. You feel like every part of your financial life has a home. And when money has a home, it stops wandering. It stops disappearing into the void of vague spending. It stays where you put it because you put it there deliberately. The other beautiful thing about this system is that it removes decision fatigue. Every day you make dozens of small financial decisions. Should I buy this? Can I afford that? Is this a good use of money? When your money is already divided into purposes, those questions answer themselves. If there is money in the enjoyment portion and you want something nice, you buy it without stress. If the enjoyment portion is empty, you wait. No guilt, no calculation, no anxiety, just clarity. Start this system today. Open additional accounts if you need to, or simply use envelopes or a spreadsheet with clear categories. The method is less important than the principle. Give every portion of your income a job before it arrives, and watch how quickly the leaks stop and the stability grows. Tip 5. Stop lending what you cannot afford to give. This is the tip that is going to hit close to home for a lot of Taurus people, and I need you to hear it without defensiveness, because it comes from a place of deep understanding about how your sign operates. Taurus is one of the most generous signs when it comes to the people they love. You do not just care about your family and friends. You provide for them. You show your love through tangible support. You help them pay for things. You cover costs when they are struggling. You lend money because someone you care about asked, and saying no feels like a betrayal of everything you stand for. And that generosity is beautiful. Genuinely is. But it is also one of the biggest financial leaks in your life. And you may not even realize it because it is disguised as love. Here is the hard truth. Every time you lend money that you cannot actually afford to give away, you are robbing your own foundation to build someone else's floor. And in most cases, that money does not come back. Not because the people you love are dishonest, but because lending to loved ones changes the nature of the money itself. It becomes emotional. It becomes complicated. It becomes something that is easier to forget than to repay because the relationship is more important than the debt. So you absorb the loss. You tell yourself it is fine. You adjust your own budget to make up for it. And the cycle continues. But here is what happens beneath the surface. Every time you give away money you needed, your financial base weakens. Your safety cushion gets thinner. Your stress level rises even if you do not show it. And slowly, the stability you have been trying to build starts crumbling. Not because of anything reckless you did, but because you kept putting other people's needs ahead of your own financial health. I am not telling you to stop being generous. That would go against everything your sign is about. But I am asking you to redefine what generosity means in the context of your finances. True generosity is sustainable. It comes from overflow, not from deficit. You can only genuinely help others when your own foundation is solid. If lending someone money means you cannot pay your own bills, or you have to dip into savings, or you feel a knot in your stomach after saying yes, that is not generosity. That is self-sacrifice. And self-sacrifice does not build stability. It destroys it slowly, quietly, with a smile on its face. Set a boundary. Not a wall, but a boundary. Decide in advance how much you are willing and able to give in any given month, and treat that number as sacred. If someone asks for more than that number, the answer is no. Not because you do not love them, but because you love your own future too. And any person who truly cares about you will respect that boundary. They will understand. And if they do not understand, that tells you something important about the relationship itself. Protect your base. Protect your stability. And give from a place of strength, never from a place of depletion. Tip 6. Invest in what you understand, not in what sounds impressive. The world of money is full of noise. There are always new opportunities, new trends, new things that everyone seems to be rushing toward. And for many signs, that noise is exciting. It is energizing. It makes them want to jump in and ride the wave. But you are a Taurus, and the single greatest financial advantage you have is your natural resistance to hype. You do not move quickly. You do not follow crowds. You take your time, you study, you think, and then you act. That instinct has saved you from more financial mistakes than you will ever know. But there is a shadow side to this trait, and it shows up when someone you trust, someone whose opinion you value, tells you about an opportunity you do not fully understand. Because you trust them, you override your instinct. You invest in something you cannot explain. You put money into something that sounds impressive but does not make clear, simple sense to you. And that is where the problems begin. When you invest in something you do not understand, you lose your greatest power. The power to evaluate. You cannot tell if it is doing well or poorly. You cannot tell if the risks have changed. You cannot tell if it is time to hold or time to walk away. You are completely dependent on someone else's judgment, and that dependency goes against everything your sign is built for. Taurus is the sign of self-reliance. You are meant to build your wealth on ground you have walked yourself, ground you have tested with your own feet, ground you trust because you know it. So here is the rule. If someone explains an investment opportunity to you, and you cannot explain it back to a friend in plain, simple language, do not put your money there. Not yet. Maybe not ever. This does not mean you should avoid all new opportunities. It means you should study them until they make sense to you on a gut level, not just an intellectual level. Read about them. Ask questions. Take weeks or months if you need to. Because a Taurus who invests with understanding is a Taurus who builds wealth that endures. And a Taurus who invests with confusion is a Taurus who wakes up one day wondering where the money went. There is no rush. There is never a rush. Any opportunity that demands you act right now before you have time to think is an opportunity designed for someone else, not for you. Your pace is your power. Your patience is your edge. Trust it, use it, and never ever apologize for taking your time with your money. The world will always have flashy, fast opportunities that promise quick returns. Let them pass. Your wealth is built differently. It is built slowly, carefully, deliberately, and it is built to last. Tip 7. Automate the boring stuff so your willpower stays free. There is a common misconception about financial discipline that I want to address because it affects Taurus people more than most. The misconception is that being good with money requires constant vigilance, that you need to be thinking about your budget every single day, that you need willpower to resist every impulse, to override every desire, to say no again and again until the habit sticks. That is exhausting, and it is not sustainable, not even for a sign as steady and determined as Taurus. Here is what actually works. Automation. Taking the decisions that drain your willpower and removing them from your daily life entirely. Think about what happens when you set up an automatic transfer to your savings account on the same day your income arrives. The money moves before you even see it. There is no decision to make. There is no moment where you look at that money and think about all the nice things you could buy with it instead. It is just gone, quietly working for your future, without requiring a single ounce of effort or discipline from you. Now think about your bills. If you are still manually paying each one every month, you are spending mental energy that could be used for something far more important. Set them to autopay. Let them handle themselves. Free up that space in your mind for things that actually require your attention and your judgment. The beauty of automation for a Taurus is that it aligns perfectly with your nature. You are the sign that builds systems. You are the sign that creates structures and then trusts them to hold. Automation is exactly that. It is a financial structure that holds your wealth in place without you needing to push against it every day. And here is the deeper benefit. When you automate the essential financial tasks, your willpower stays free for the moments that truly matter. When a tempting purchase appears, you have the mental energy to evaluate it clearly. When an unexpected expense arises, you have the clarity to handle it calmly. When someone asks you for money, you have the strength to pause and check whether it aligns with your boundaries. Willpower is not infinite. It is a resource just like money, and if you spend it all on routine financial decisions, you will have none left when the big moments arrive. Automate your savings. Automate your bills. Automate your contributions to your financial base. Let the system do the heavy lifting, and save your Taurus determination for the decisions that truly shape your future. Once you set this up, you will notice something remarkable. Your stress drops, your clarity rises, and your money starts behaving the way it was always supposed to, quietly, predictably, and in your favor. Tip 8. Audit your subscriptions and recurring charges every season. If the 30-day tracking exercise from earlier was about seeing where your active spending goes, this tip is about catching the spending that happens without you even being present. The silent charges, the automatic renewals, the subscriptions you signed up for months or even years ago that are still pulling money from your account every single month while you barely notice. This is one of the most common and most overlooked leaks in any financial life, but it hits Taurus particularly hard because of your relationship with consistency. You like things to stay the same. You like routine. And once something becomes part of your financial routine, even if it is a charge you no longer need or want, it takes a significant amount of effort for you to disrupt that pattern and cancel it. I get it. Canceling feels like loss, feels like giving something up, and your sign does not enjoy giving things up. But here is the reframe I want you to consider. You are not giving something up when you cancel a subscription you do not use. You are gaining. You are gaining money that was being wasted. You are gaining clarity in your financial picture. You are gaining control over where your resources actually go. Every 3 months, I want you to sit down and go through every single recurring charge on your accounts. Every single one. Look at each charge and ask yourself 3 questions. Have I used this in the last month? Does this actively contribute to my life or my goals? If I were starting from 0 today, would I sign up for this again? If the answer to all 3 is not a clear yes, cancel it. Do not think about it for a week. Do not tell yourself you might use it again someday. Cancel it. You can always sign up again later if you genuinely need it. But in most cases, you will not. You will not even miss it. And the money you save from this simple quarterly habit will surprise you. Over the course of a year, most people who do this exercise discover they were spending a significant amount on things that added absolutely nothing to their daily experience. That is money that could have been in your emergency fund. That is money that could have been growing in a savings account. That is money that could have bought you something you truly wanted instead of slowly draining away into the background. Do this every season. Make it a ritual. Sit down, go through the charges, cut what no longer serves you, and move that reclaimed money into something that does. Takes less than an hour, but its impact on your financial stability over time is enormous. And for a Taurus, there is something deeply satisfying about knowing that every single charge on your account is there because you chose it, not because you forgot about it. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting, it's about moving. Tip 9. Build a relationship with your future self through money. This might sound abstract at first, but stay with me, because this is one of the most transformative things a Taurus can do for their financial life. And it costs nothing. Most people think about money in terms of right now. How much do I have today? What do I need to pay this week? Can I afford this thing in front of me? And while those questions are important, they keep you locked in the present. They make your financial life reactive instead of intentional. And for a Taurus, reactive is the enemy of stable. I want you to start thinking about your money as a conversation between 2 versions of yourself. The you who exists today and the you who will exist 10, 20, 30 years from now. That future version of you has needs. That future version of you has dreams. That future version of you will either thank you or wish you had done things differently. And the choices you make with your money right now are the words in that conversation. When you save, you are telling your future self that they matter. When you invest wisely, you are telling your future self that you trust them to enjoy what you are building. When you protect your financial base, you are telling your future self that they deserve security and peace. But when you spend recklessly, when you ignore the leaks, when you prioritize today's comfort over tomorrow's freedom, you are telling your future self that they are not important enough to plan for. That is a hard thing to hear, but it is the truth. And Taurus responds to truth more than any other sign because your earth energy craves what is real, what is solid, what is honest. So here is the practice. Once a month, sit quietly and think about the version of you that exists 20 years from now. What does that person need? What kind of life do they want? What would make them feel safe, comfortable, and at peace? Then look at your current financial decisions and ask, am I building toward that? Am I making choices that honor that future person? Or am I making choices that will leave them struggling? This is not about guilt. This is not about deprivation. This is about connection. It is about feeling a genuine bond with the person you are becoming and letting that bond guide your financial choices. When you feel connected to your future self, saving stops feeling like sacrifice, starts feeling like a gift. Investing stops feeling like risk, starts feeling like faith. And building your base stops feeling like a burden, starts feeling like love. You are planting seeds right now, Taurus. Every financial decision is a seed. And the version of you who will harvest those seeds is counting on you to plant them well. Do not let them down. They are the most important person in your financial life, even though you have not met them yet. Tip 10. Protect your peace as fiercely as you protect your money. We have talked about tracking your spending. We have talked about building your base. We have talked about separating your money into purposes and automating the boring stuff. All of those things are practical. They are tangible. They are the kind of moves that show up in your bank account and make a real measurable difference. But this last tip is different. This last tip is about the one thing that makes all the other tips actually work. And that is your inner peace. Taurus, your relationship with money is deeply emotional, even if you do not always show it. When your finances are unstable, your entire life feels off balance. You do not sleep as well. You do not enjoy things as much. There is a constant hum of worry running beneath everything you do, and no amount of external comfort can drown it out. That is because, for your sign, financial stability is not just about numbers. It is about identity. It is about feeling grounded in who you are and what you have built. When that ground feels shaky, everything feels shaky. So protecting your peace is not some soft, optional extra. It is the bedrock of your entire financial strategy. If you are stressed, you make bad decisions. If you are anxious, you overspend to soothe yourself. If you are overwhelmed, you avoid looking at your finances altogether, and the leaks get worse. But when you are at peace, when you feel calm, centered, and clear, your natural Taurus wisdom kicks in. You make patient decisions. You resist impulse. You think long-term. You build with intention instead of scrambling in reaction. So how do you protect your peace around money? First, stop comparing yourself to others. Your financial journey is yours. It does not need to look like anyone else's. The person who seems to have more than you might be drowning in debt you cannot see. The person who seems to be moving faster might be heading toward a cliff. Your pace is your strength. Trust it. Second, set financial boundaries in your relationships. We talked about this earlier with lending, but it goes deeper than that. If someone in your life constantly triggers financial stress, whether through their spending habits, their expectations, or their judgment of your choices, you need to address it. Not aggressively, not with conflict, but with clarity. Let people know what you are willing to discuss and what you are not. Let them know what you can offer and what you cannot, and let them adjust or let them go. Third, create a daily practice of financial gratitude. Before you look at what you lack, look at what you have. Look at the roof over your head. Look at the food in your kitchen. Look at the fact that you woke up today with the ability to make choices, to change direction, to build something better. Gratitude does not just feel good. It literally changes the way your brain processes financial decisions. It shifts you from scarcity to sufficiency, and from sufficiency, you make choices that create abundance. And fourth, give yourself permission to rest. Not every day needs to be a day of financial progress. Not every week needs to show improvement. Sometimes the most powerful financial move a Taurus can make is to sit still, to breathe, to trust that the foundation you have built is holding, and to simply be okay with where you are right now. That is not laziness. That is wisdom. And it is the kind of wisdom that only comes from a sign that understands the true meaning of patience. Everything we have talked about today comes back to one simple idea. You already have what it takes to build the financial life you want. You have always had it. The strength was never missing. The discipline was never absent. You are not broken. Your finances are not a disaster. You are simply a Taurus who needed a few key shifts to turn your natural gifts into a working system. The desire for stability that lives at the core of your being. That is not a weakness. It is your greatest financial advantage. Because while other people chase quick wins and flashy returns, you are built to plant, to nurture, to wait, and to harvest. You are built for wealth that endures. But knowing that and living it are two different things. And living it requires action. Not dramatic, overnight, change everything action, but small, steady, deliberate steps taken one day at a time. Track your spending. Build your base. Separate your money into purposes. Automate what drains your willpower. Cut the subscriptions that no longer serve you. Invest in what you understand. Protect your peace. And above all, build a relationship with the future version of yourself. The one who will live in the house you are building right now with every single financial decision you make. You have been through a lot, Taurus. Life has tested your patience, your resolve, and your faith more times than most people will ever know. But you are still here. You are still standing. And the fact that you watched this entire video tells me something important about you. You are ready. You are ready to stop the leaks. You are ready to build something real. You are ready to step into the stability that was always meant to be yours. Do not wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is the one where you decide to begin. And that moment is right now. Not next week. Not next month. Not when things calm down or when the timing feels right. Now, today, this very hour, let the earth beneath your feet remind you of who you are. You are Taurus. You are the builder. You are the one who plants seeds that become forests. And what you build lasts. You have two options after this video. Close it and hope things shift. Or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.